So I went on 2 Bumble BFF dates, and this is what I learned. But before we get into that, I moved from Boston to London. So the first Bumble date was pretty chill. We just didn't click. That was really all. But the second date is exactly why I deleted the app. I'm just going to point out the things she did because this story is actually like 30 minutes long. So number 1, she was extremely late. Like we didn't go out till about 12:20 a.m. Then we see each other. She links arms with me, kind of like we're in kindergarten, like when you have a buddy system. I just thought that was odd, but I was like, you know what, maybe she's just super sweet and bubbly. And then we're across from the bar, and she starts chugging out of this water bottle she brings out of like this huge purse she brought, by the way, like a huge bag. And I was like, what is that? She's like, I'm drinking like blueberry Ciroc. Do you want some? And I was like, sure, why not? And then we go inside, and then she's rude to the servers. I can't have that because I used to be a server, and I do not like people that are mean to servers. I just, no. So I already right there didn't like her. She's acting very, very bougie. Kind of like the way she talked to him was like kind of like ordering him around, which I didn't really like. Like, let's say she spilled like a little droplet of a drink. She would like get his attention to get a napkin for him to wipe it. I was like, oh no. Oh my God. But basically, it was time to go because we were like the last ones there, and we got a bottle of wine. I had my cart sitting down because the guy kept saying, like, can you guys please close out? You're the last ones here. She wasn't listening, obviously, ignoring him, being rude. So I was like, you know, I just used my card. And then she's like, oh my God, we should have paid half. I was like, bitch, you see my card sitting there and you didn't do shit. But you know what? That was my fault. I should have spoke up and asked her to pay half. Then she was like, watch out for the server. I was like, okay. As I watch the server, I see her pull out a second water bottle. And when I say water bottle, like a ghetto-ass plastic bottle. And starts pouring the rest of the wine into the water bottle and then puts it in her bag. I was like, so first off, you're late. You didn't pay for shit. And now you're stealing liquor that I paid for. Then we go to the next bar. And she's like, oh, my friends are coming. So I got excited. I was like, yes, I can meet another group of people. I was like, who are your friends? She brings out her Bumble app and pulls out all the girls. And when I say she's sliding past, like, it looked like 200 girls. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I had like maybe 10 people I matched with. She matched with like the whole world. And she is from London. To me, that is weird. If you are from London, why are your only friends on Bumble? And I know that sounds mean, but that's odd. That's very odd. And the girl coming saying that's her friend, she hasn't even met her yet. So now I'm on some big blind Bumble BFF date. And the other girl gets here. She's cool. She's normal. Thank God. She's just telling us, the other girl's like telling us the stories. And she's like, basically it looks like she goes on a Bumble date damn near every fucking day. So I just thought that was fucking odd. And then I forgot to mention she also is very, very touchy. Like always grabbing my leg like this. And it wasn't like, oh, she's into you type thing. Like she thinks you're cute. It wasn't like that. It was very like giving obsessive, clingy stalker, like I want to be your best friend. And maybe not even me. Maybe it's on every date. Maybe it's just like she just wants a best friend. She was begging me to go to her gym, asking me every day what I was doing. What are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing Monday? What are we doing Tuesday? What are we doing Wednesday? I was like, hold up. And then the worst part, she kept being like, picture, 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 every 3 seconds. And then when we took one, I looked back in the pictures and saw what she was doing. She was acting like we're the bestest friends. Like you should have seen her facial expression. It was creeping me the fuck out. So at this point, I'm texting my friends from Boston being like, call me and maybe I can like use an emergency to get the fuck out of the situation. But I just felt so bad as the nice person I am. And then I was like, let me just stick it out. But basically, it's like 2 a.m. Thank God bars are closing. Obviously, we're the last people again because she's not listening to the servers, being rude to the second place we were at. I called my Uber. She was like, oh, can I like hop in it? Like, can you put a second stop on there? And I didn't know how to say no because I don't know how to speak up, obviously. And I kind of just wanted to get rid of her. So I was like, you know what? Why not? But at this point, I paid for all the drinks. I paid for the Uber. You acting mad bougie, but you can't pay for shit. So how you gonna act bougie, but you act cheap? That makes no damn sense. And then she took my phone. She followed herself on 2 weird Instagram accounts that didn't even look like her name. And then I forgot to mention she looked nothing like her photo. It was face-apped times 20. She has dark eyes. She had like blue eyes in the picture. So I was catfished too. And yeah. Oh my God, I forgot to mention when we're in Uber, it's like 2 a.m. I'm tired. She's like, let's take a picture. Picture, picture, picture. I was like, oh my fucking God. It was just very, very annoying. It was like dealing with like a 13-year-old little girl. And I'm so sorry if that sounds mean, but that's like my honest opinion. Honestly, be safe on these Bumble dates because some people are fucking creeps. And I deleted the app. So I ain't doing that shit again. Fuck that.
So, we all watched that crazy video, right? Bumble strikes again, but this time it's Bumble BFF. And I remember downloading Bumble BFF back in 2021 when I was in Mexico City because I thought, it would be a great place to meet, like-minded people. But I ended up deleting the app because the women on that app was behaving exactly like the men. They were leaving you on red and same BS that the men do on the dating apps. And I'm like, you know what, this is not for me. So I ended up downloading Meetup and Eventbrite. Those are way better apps. Like, seriously, get off the dating apps. Like, if you want to meet people, get off the dating apps. Get off of Bumble BFF. It's not worth it. As you can clearly tell by that story, it is so not worth it. Like, why would you put yourself through that? And there were so many red flags in that story, but I just feel like people don't take in-person interaction seriously anymore. Like, people don't, I don't know, like, people don't want to do the work for it. People don't want to put in the effort. You know what I mean? It's like people think that they can just get on an app and then boom, you can get a BFF. Like, I was talking to my assistant earlier, and she was basically saying that, you know what, a BFF is something that you earn. Like, you earn that title of BFF. You don't just get a best friend just because you want a best friend. That's a friendship or a relationship that you have to work on and build trust and spend time with that person and get to know that person before you can even get to the BFF. Like, it takes time. Like, these things doesn't happen overnight. And I feel like people don't understand the meaning of friendship or relationships. I feel like people don't understand that because I feel like maybe, this is one of those symptoms of instant gratification. I feel like that's a mindset that a lot of people have. So because a lot of people, especially this generation, are afflicted by this instant gratification mindset, people think that they do not have to earn a friendship or a relationship. They think that they can just go on an app, talk to someone, send a few DMs, and boom, they have a friend or a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And that is not reality. Because at the end of the day, if you go back into childhood, you remember exactly how you made friends. I know there's a myth going around where people are saying that, as an adult, it's difficult to make friends. That is not true. So keep watching and I will tell you exactly how to make friends as an adult, because it's not as difficult as you think it is. It's actually quite easy. Okay, you have to go back to basics, go back to the fundamentals on how to, build friendships and relationships and, make meaningful connections. Clearly, that whole Bumble BFF thing is a fail. And I feel like this girl, the girl that was telling the story, I feel like this girl doesn't know how to assert boundaries, because there were so many times during that story that she could have said no. She could have been like, you know what, okay, I had enough, goodbye. There were so many times that she could have done that and she didn't. You just let it went on. You allow it to go on up until the point where this girl is sharing an Uber with you. You don't know this person. You don't know her. And then, I don't know. Like, I felt like, the minute she showed up with the gigantian bag, because I felt like, that part of the story was really, really funny. But I felt like the minute she showed up with that bag and she started taking out drinks in a plastic bottle, I feel at that point I would have been over it and I would have been like, you know what, I'm ready to go. And I would have said that, you know what, there's somewhere else I need to go. Nice to meet you or whatnot. All right. And you guys met up for drinks. If you're meeting someone, regardless if it's male or female or platonic, it doesn't matter. If you're meeting someone for the first time, why would you meet up with this person to have drinks? You have no idea how this person is going to behave on this meeting, especially if there's drinks involved. Because I feel like when people drink, you honestly, like, especially if you don't know them, you have no idea how this person is gonna handle their liquor. Like, you can literally end up with someone who doesn't know their limit, and next thing you know, they're falling out of the club, on the streets vomiting, or you're holding her hair in the bathroom. Like, you don't want that. And then What if now you out with this person and this person is so drunk, now it's your responsibility to get this person home safely? And why would you put yourself in that situation? So please do not meet for drinks. Please just be like a normal person and meet for lunch or something. Just meet for lunch. You're meeting this person in the daytime, like, maybe you both work around the same area and you can just meet up for lunch and you get a feel of this person and you go about your business, right? But anyways, another red flag is that the young lady in question doesn't seem to have friends in real life. Now, I would be the first to tell you that people that do not have friends in real life, I see as a red flag. You should ask yourself why this person that you are connecting with on the internet doesn't have friends in real life. That is not a good sign. That is not healthy. And honestly, I would be worried. That would have me worried. So, yeah, please be very wary of people that do not have friends in real life, especially women. Because as women, we have something that a lot of men do not have. We have the ability to build and nurture relationships. Because men struggle with doing this. Men struggle with, maintaining relationship past high school or college. Sorry, my voice is a little bit shaky because I'm recovering from a flu. Like I couldn't even talk for like a week. Men are not very good at, maintaining relationships. I mean, some men are, and those men are rare, but there is a male loneliness epidemic, and there's a reason for that. Because a lot of men are thinking that the friendships and the relationship that they form online, they think it's real, they think it's real life. And most men, they will have hobbies where they don't even have to go outside and meet people in person. And I'm talking like hobbies like online gaming and those type of hobbies, where they don't have to leave the house. They can just form these friendships online and they think that the friendships are real. So there's a reason for the whole male loneliness epidemic, because men are not that good with creating friendships and maintaining friendships or relationships like women can. If this person is a woman and this person doesn't have friends in real life, or this person is not friends with other women, that's another red flag, because I do not trust women that say that they don't get along with women, they don't have any female friends, because in reality, and I can guarantee you that they are the problem. Because in my 44 years, I'm going to be 45 this month, but in my 45 years on this planet, on this earth, I have every woman that I've encountered that said that they turn out to be the problem. So if that's you, oh well. You can get mad if you want to, but I'm just saying. Sometimes you have to reflect and look within. Sometimes people need self-awareness, and instead of getting defensive and angry, look within and realize that in all these situations, these negative situations, that you are the common denominator. And not every woman out here is out to get you or out to betray you or anything like that. You have to remember that the people that you attract in your life is a vibrational match to you. So clearly there is some things that you have to change in your life, and I would consider therapy if I were you. So yeah, those two red flags are something that you should look out for. Women that do not have friends in real life, or women that are not friends with other women. I'm going to move on to how to make friends as an adult in real life. And it's very simple. It is so simple, like you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe how simple it is. Yeah, he didn't do it, but I went and do it. Here's how you're going to make friends as an adult. Listen up. I told you it's simple. Find an activity or a hobby. Anything that requires you to be in a group setting where you basically are going to be engaging with people. I don't care what it is. It could be a dance class, you join a dance studio or whatever, you join some kind of charity organization or whatnot. Whatever it is, I don't care. Like it can be a twerking class for all I care. You figure it out because you know what you like. All right? So find that activity. Start doing that activity consistently. Show up to that activity consistently. if the activity happens twice a week, you make sure that you're there twice a week. Because at the end of the day, people need to see you at least 8 times before they feel comfortable enough to, start making a connection with you. Do not go, because like a lot of y'all are getting, crazy advice about freestyling, and y'all are getting advice, to put on a bunch of makeup and go to the gym in the high-end area. Like, buying a day pass at a gym is not going to help you find the right people, okay? You're just going to stick on like a sore thumb. You need to show up at that gym consistently. Whatever it is, you need to do that activity consistently. You show up every day or twice a week, once a week, whenever it is. You make sure you show up. And guess what? You're going to start making friends with those people. Those people are going to be asking you to go out with them. Let's go have drinks. Let's go have lunch. Let's do this. Let's do that. That's how you make friends, okay? Because it's the same with school. When you go to school, like in high school or even primary school or even college, you make friends with the people because you are showing up every single day. Every single day you're showing up and you're making friends with those people, because those people are used to seeing you and they see you as one of them, as part of the family or as part of the group or whatnot. And that's why it's so easy to make friends when you're in school, because you're showing up at that place every day. And that's another reason why a lot of people make friends at work, because you show up every day and you have your work bestie or whatnot. And I know a lot of people tell you that, you shouldn't make friends at work, but you use your discretion, obviously. But I don't believe that. You can make friends at work. You just have to be careful, because people at work are in competition, and some people might be trying to get your position. Obviously that is possible, but that's one of the reasons why people meet their spouse at work, they meet their friends at work, because they're showing up at this place consistently every single day. Well, not every single day, obviously you have days off and you get vacations. That's how you make friends. And I know that's crazy, right? Crazy. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it would be that easy to make friends as an adult? It really is that simple. There's literally no rocket science behind it. Delete the app, ladies. And if you must use the internet to connect with people, download Eventbrite and meet up. And just go to events and meet people. Because it shouldn't be this complicated. I feel like people use these apps as a crutch, because people don't want to do the work. People are lazy. People really are lazy, and people expect things to come to them easily, which in reality it doesn't work like that. Anyways, with that being said, if you would like to know how to make friends, not only make friends, make meaningful connections and network and social climb and network with high status people, because obviously you will have to do that on your hypergamous or social climbing journey. If that is something that you're interested in, I am starting a series on my Patreon. I'm aiming to start this Monday. I'm going to post a series of videos. This is not going to be something that is going to last forever, okay? I am not going to be selling a course. It's going to be affordable. Everyone should be able to afford it. And obviously, if you cannot afford it, just please continue watching my YouTube videos. I'm not forcing anyone to support me on this financially. However, if you want to take your journey to the next level, if you have bought other people's courses and you've leveled up and you're dating hypergamously and you want to get to the next level, which is social climate, be like the next Meghan Markle or something like that, but obviously less hated, I highly recommend that you invest in this series. I am going to be launching this series where I'm going to be telling you exactly how to social climb from start to finish, literally from scratch. Even if you have no friends or you have no connections whatsoever, you too can benefit from this. So I'm going to launch the series. I'm aiming for Monday the 8th of July. Fingers crossed that it happens on that day, because it's a lot of work going into this. And if you're a member of my social climbing tier on Patreon, you will have access to my book club as well as my metaphysical tier. You will have access to all the tiers on my Patreon. So with that, I'm gonna go. Oh, by the way, the link is in the description. And make sure you subscribe to this channel, because I know I don't beg people to subscribe to this channel, but I hope you all are subscribing. And yeah, with that, I'm out. Thanks for listening.